just to tell you the rate at which this is growing and changing. Yeah. I mean, how much of your business is digital now? Like a lot.
A lot is. I would say digital probably touches every aspect of my business right now. But if you say how much, what percentage of it is intraoral scanners straight from the dentist, that's still low. That's still low. It's probably still under 15%.
Right.
But considering I was at 0% at the end of 2017, I think the growth is huge.
And the fact that you can digitize, even if somebody is analog, and by analog I mean taking impressions and doing it the conventional way, even if they're sending you impressions, you're digitizing in your workflow anyways.
Yes, I'm digitizing the prosthetic portion of it.
Yeah.
So, I'm not waxing it up. Right. I'm not casting it. I'm just sticking it into the scanner. I'm designing everything digitally, and then I'm milling it out.
Right.
So it affects every part of my business. I mean, it was funny because me and you were talking one day, and we were just saying, hey, what's the future of dental here? I mean, these mills are taking away all the jobs. It's taking away, like, dentists are doing in-house milling. What's going to happen to you, Stan? And what areas are going to be left unaffected? And we both came to the conclusion, you know what, digital, they can't touch dentures.
Right.
Dentures is all, human hands and molding and this and that. But look what
dental mechanics.
Yeah, dental mechanics. You can't take that away, but
surprise.
Here we are now. Surprise.
They're doing it.
Yeah.
Like
when Tyler says, hey, this denture is bought intraoral scanner. I'm like, why does he need one?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Denturists are buying intraoral scanners. It's amazing.
Yeah, and then you get all these printers that are like, hey, we partnered with Dentsply, Lucidone 199. We can print this now. I'm like, what? You're printing dentures?
Yeah. And that streamlining that process too. Now you're bringing that 5 appointment process to get a denture made down to 2.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, holy cow, I can turn this thing around so fast now. And I mean, it's still early days for dentures, as we know, but I mean, the workflow is right there.
It's coming,
and it's really a Health Canada thing. I mean, we're waiting for a few residents to get Health Canada approved, but I mean, the printers are here. The workflow is there. I mean, there's companies that do have software that help you design dentures. It's just getting the materials to market now. So
yeah,
super cool. So just to move us along, I mean, we can just sit here and jam all day. There's so much to talk about, and Stanley and I sit here and jam on stuff like forever. So super fun. Just before we wrap things up, like you're so teched out. Like what do you see the future like for you?
I would say the future would be a lot quicker delivery times, turnaround times.
Okay.
I mean, the standard industry practice is 2 weeks. You send me a case, give me 2 weeks, I'll get it back to you. Now with the digital workflow, scan the mouth, scan the crown, scan the prep, send it to me. I sometimes don't even need to print a model. I can do everything model-less.
That's crazy.
I'll design everything from the scan that comes to me, design the crown, mill it out, stain it, glaze it. If I really wanted to, I can have that crown back to you the same day.
Unbelievable.
Wow. That's shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing stuff.
So to shave off 13 days, that's...
Yeah. And then your car will drive you home.
Yeah.
Yeah. You basically push a button and then say, send me home, right?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And I would say, one of the craziest things happened this year. I work with a clinic up in Maple Ridge, and actually, you're quite involved in this one too, because you screwed up on this one.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
Stanley and I have a very candid relationship. Yes.
So what happens was
I'm not perfect.
What happened was here's a shout out to Jorel Valdez up in Maple Ridge. So he bought I believe he bought a three shape Trios intraoral scanner, and he knew that I did a lot of digital, so he called me one day. He said, "Hey, so I just bought the scanner. How do I send it to you?" So I kind of walked him through how to get set up with the online portal, how I get stuff, and this is his first case. So I'm thinking I can't screw this up either. Like,
I better drive to his office and stand beside him.
I better babysit this case. So he sent me the first case, and I opened it up, and surprisingly, for his very first case, it was textbook. Like, I looked at it, I said, "Are you sure this is your first scan? Like, this is ridiculous. This is better than 95% of the stuff that comes in."
The digital impressions that come in.
Yeah. No, of any impressions. It was better than 95% of the PVS that come in.
Oh, wow. Holy smokes. Okay.
So, I said, all right, the impression's very good. If anything goes wrong, it's pretty much on me, because I'm looking at the scan. I'm like, you can't get better than this. So I wanted to cover all my bases, do everything step by step. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to go print a model. I'm going to print the model. I'm going to ditch the model. I'm going to use the model as kind of like a backup. Like, let me design the crown, mill out the crown, and make sure it fits perfectly on the model. But guess what? Tyler forgot to send my printer resin.
Yeah.
So I couldn't print out the model.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And this is the
Way to go, Tyler.
Yeah, way to go, right? But this
is when I get in the car and I go to the warehouse.
You ruined this perfect moment.
That's right.
You ruined it.
And this is the first time I've done it.
I really am a good rep.
Yeah.
I really am.
It's amazing. So I'm like, all right, Tyler, I ordered this printer resin. It's not here. The case is due tomorrow. I have this crown, but I really wanna.
Oh, I remember this now.
Yeah, I really want to check it on the model. Like, I can't go in just relying on a 14-inch monitor to make sure my contacts are there and the occlusion is there. I can't do that. I've never done it before. I'm so out of my comfort mode. Like,
This is me on the phone listening. I'm like, and I'm like, I'm dying on the inside.
I'm feeling this right now.
I'm dying on the inside. Right? I'm like, I'm so sorry, man.
I screwed up.
like, I mean, there's we call it interproximal contacts. So, your left tooth and your right tooth. Yeah, you make sure the contact's there. Right. I was thinking, you need the model to make sure the contacts are there.
Right.
Not only that, what about the opposing tooth? Like, you got to make sure the contact is there too.
Right.
So anyways, he's like, you don't have the resin. So I had two options. I called the doctor, rebook the patient a few days later until I get the resin printed off. Or I really focus on my design on the computer. I pay extreme attention to it, make sure that at least on my monitor, contacts are there. At least on my monitor, occlusion is there. I didn't want to cancel the patient, so I went model-less. My very first case, model-less. Not because I wanted to, but because he screwed up.
Yeah.
So, first case, model-less. The day the patient's in, I call up Jorel. I say, hey, Jorel, can I be there on the appointment? And I just wanted to be there because I wanted to share some of the, the blowback. I wanted to share some of the blame.
Some of the flack was going to.
Some of the flack, because in my head, I'm like, this will not fit.
It's gonna bomb.
It's gonna bomb. So I don't want Jorel to take all of it and be like, I'm so sorry. I wanted to be next to him.
So you wanted to be there with the patient to say, hey, this is on me.
This is on me.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
So I went there. I remember.
Good accountability. That's amazing.
So I was there. It was like in the morning, 9:30. I think patient was there. And if you can just picture this, patient's reclined on that dental chair, reclined. CDA is here looking at the patient, and the doctor is Jorel is where I am, and I'm looking in the mouth, and I'm behind Jorel. And I'm just on really pins and needles. Like I see the CDA take the temporary off, right?
I was driving down the road thinking about you too. I'm like, this ain't gonna go well at all, man.
This ain't
I'm
gonna
scared.
go well. This ain't gonna go well. So I see the CDA take the temporary off, and then Dr. Valdez opens up my jewelry box with the crown inside. I'm just really pumping. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Right here, you're on the 1 yard line.
Get ready for this. And then he puts the crown in the mouth. I'm like, just wait a couple more seconds. Someone's going to get angry. So then he looks up at me. He's just like, And I was just thinking, I know.
Here it comes, here it
I'll
comes.
remake that.
Here it comes.
But he said, Stan, this is the best fitting crown I've got from you, period.
That's amazing.
And I thought, okay, he's probably just trying to like maybe make himself sound good in front of the patient.
Mhm.
But this, I made eye contact with the CDA, and she was just like, yeah, this thing actually just clicks in.
It's tight. Yeah.
She said, in her words, like in verbatim, she said, this is like a Lego piece.
Yeah.
It just, you just know it's in. It just clicks.
So satisfying.
We don't need cement. We're good.
It's friction fit.
So you're
Like,
out.
the only thing, I mean, it's a good thing. I mean, he even said that to me. He just said, you know what, Sam, this thing is, it's so precise that it's actually a little bit more difficult to put in because the crown only goes in one way and like any other angulation, and it's not going to go.
Wow.
So it's so precise that it actually makes the doctor's job a little bit harder.
He's got to be bang on.
Whereas if I conventionally made it, yeah, you can go on this way.
So now it's his fault.
Nobody's at fault here.
Yeah,
It's too precise to a fault.
So was that was like a paradigm shift for you? Like, was that just like, okay, was that an aha moment?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I
was
think
like,
we got this.
I was like, wow, we can seriously. We are in the age right now where we can seriously go without a model. We can design everything on the computer.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And I would say all my cases with him so far are like that now.
Perfect.
Unbelievable.
Great.
Yeah.
I love that story.
That's amazing.
And I'm glad I could make that story happen for you, Stan. Hey, it's good, right? Sometimes we get a bad bounce, but we, like I say, we react. We take the ball and we run with it in another direction, and lo and behold, something amazing comes out.
We
of it.
learned something. Yeah.
This has been awesome today. I want you back.
Yeah.
Let's do this again.
Sounds
This
good.
is a lot of fun.
We've got so much to talk about with Stanley Yee from Crown Dental Studio. In Surrey, I was going to say Vancouver, Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. Check them out. These guys are doing some really cool stuff. Also, quick shout out for us, Dentist on Demand, dentistondemand.com. Check it out. If you are a clinician in the Vancouver area, definitely give us a look. We're ramping up. We're ready to rock. So give us a look if you want to talk to us about putting a listing on the website and getting a little bit of exposure out there. Then give myself, Tyler, or Mark Wagner's pinging over there.
That ain't me.
Is that me?
That might be.
How rude.
You screwed it up. You screwed up.
I screwed up. I did it again. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Or listening.